Hi, I'm Benzeme. In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, if the voiceover didn't give it away. As you can see in the title, we're going to be doing some headcanon designs of Wings of Fire tribes. We're going to be focusing on 2 tribes today, and potentially making this a series. The first tribe I'll be forming a headcanon design of is going to be the Nightwings. As described in the books and by the fandom page, they're based on mongrel lizards with dark-colored scales that can blend into shadows along with starry wings. The illustration in the book shows that they have medium-length necks, a more built body, and hefty tails. They also have silver scales down the sides of their bodies embedded into larger plates down the neck, torso, and tail. They appear to have slender spines running down their back, decreasing in size as they go down the tail. I chose to do the Nightwings first since one of my first personas evolved into being a Nightwing-Ringwing hybrid from when I had only read the first book, so as you can imagine, I was pretty excited when I realized that that specific hybrid would be pretty plausible in the book series. So since then, even after all these years, those 2 have remained my favorite tribes. Whenever I think of Nightwing, I imagine these big, bulky dragons that have basic proportions of any stereotypical fire dragon. I would imagine that these dragons, since having lived on a volcanic island for so long, might have some adaptations over time. I'd like to imagine that breathing in the smoke and being near the fire, locked away from the ability to have their own gifted powers, could have made them more spiny, or maybe even give them crystalline features, as if the minerals in the earth had been bound to them. Since they supposedly have some inspiration from mongrel lizards, I like to lean into that and give them larger, more pronounced necks and smoother scales down their body. Maybe adding some bumpy spikes on the neck side and giving them a lower center of gravity. With that, here's my Nightwing design. I'm honestly pretty happy with how it turned out. I definitely think that the type of features that I wanted to add, I was able to get into the design. I think he still kind of looks like the original tribe. These are headcanons, they aren't supposed to be entirely different, so I'm happy with it. Let's move on to the next tribe. So the next tribe I'm going to be doing is the Sandwing tribe. Sandwings are a pretty dusty species living in the desert with their scorpion-like features. According to the books and the fandom, they're short-horned and spiky dragons with a sail-like ridge going down their spine. Looking at the Sandwing illustration from the book, nearly every scale covering their body are sharp overlapping plates with tall structure and long curved necks. Their more defined feature is, of course, their scorpion tail. I chose this tribe for the second species because it was pretty much the most important tribe in the first arc, thanks to the war. When I read these books, I always thought that the queen who should have won was the one that had the general admiration of their own tribe. I always felt like that was Blaze. Even though she wasn't the brightest, nor maybe the most perfect ruler, even her mom didn't think she would be the best queen, but at least she was nice. When I think of a desert animal, I think of the adaptations that they've evolved to survive. I think it would be cute to give them big ears like a fennec fox. Then again, I like giving my dragon big ears anyway. I think giving them long, slender bodies that can maybe flatten out in the sand could be a good adaptation. Also, giving their wings another use. The sail and the Sandwing may also be better use if it was more like strands or blades of grass instead of a solid fan. Perhaps maybe when the dragon is moving, it can blow on the dragon. Maybe if it's windy, it can cool it down. I just like that design. I think big flat paws could also be a good adaptation for allowing them to traverse the sands. With that, here is my Sandwing design.
This one was a little bit harder to do, so I'm pretty happy that the results were still good. I don't exactly like doing big scale, so I try to reduce them as much as possible. If you got to this point in the video, I'd like to thank you for watching, and if you could, like and subscribe. I may do a part 2 of this, even if it doesn't get much views, because I really enjoyed it. If you really enjoyed it, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.